3, 2, 1. Squat reach outs for 1 minute.
All right, here we go. Let's start by warming up the shoulders and the legs. So we are going to drop into our low squat hold. As we drop our butt, our chest is coming up nice and high, and then lift your butt, extend your arms forward, feeling that stretch down your shoulders and in your quads and glutes.
That's halfway. 3, 2, 1. Squat pullovers for 1 minute.
Okay, let's start by clasping our hands behind our back. We're going to come down, drop our butt into a squat with a high chest. So right here. And then we're going to straighten our legs. Our chest comes into our quadriceps and let our arms hang out in front of us. We'll really feel that stretch throughout our shoulders and the back of our legs.
That's halfway.
Like a vulture. See my hips, big hips, so chop. See my butt and my lips don't shut. Give my waist for ya. Ra-ta-ta. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. I say blah, blah, blah. Work it. Water. Come on.
3, 2, 1. Spinal wave for 1 minute.
All right, let's get the core nice and warm. So starting in our down dog position, we're going to lift those hips nice and high and then come onto our tiptoes and then slowly lower our hips to the floor as our chest comes high and we look up to the ceiling.
Get your hair did. It's like a toaster. It's gonna bring us closer. A Holly Berry poster. Playing tricks on ya. Never. Even better.
That's halfway.
It's Las Vegas weather. While I take it backwards. But I can give you what you want. And your mouth full of fun. You love the way my butt go boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Don't. And people's hair go boom, boom. See what I do.
3, 2, 1. 4 mountain climbers.
All right, we're going to feel the heat in this one. So we are starting in our plank position, coming in for 4 mountain climbers. From there, we're going to rock back into child's pose, back to plank, and then jump both knees out to the outside of our elbows.
Come on, girls, get that cash. Or shaking your ain't no shame, ladies, do your thing.
That's halfway.
Papa, no stop. Oh yes, I mess up. So I drive faster, even freaking better. Well, no better. Here you won't even better. Hit it down.
3, 2, 1. Break for 40 seconds.
I gotta work, yeah. Come on. I like the way you work. To my
3, 2, 1. Single dumbbell squat side shuffle for 15 seconds.
All right, with one dumbbell in hand, we are going to start from a narrow stance and then side shuffle. So as we step out to the side, we drop our butt, touch our dumbbell down to the mat or close as we can, and then our opposite arm extends out to the other side.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Single dumbbell swing with curtsy lunge for 15 seconds.
With a single dumbbell again, we're coming into that wide stance. We're going to hinge forward and swing the dumbbell in between our legs. Hinge up from there, proud chest, walk into your curtsy, and then we'll make sure as we're coming into our curtsy that we're swinging our dumbbell out front so that our arm is parallel to the floor. Focus on keeping that nice alignment of the spine, and then all of the weight as you come into your curtsy is in the side of the front foot. Focusing on that will really target the inner thigh.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Dumbbell loaded beast to outside knee crunch for 15 seconds.
Okay, both hands are on our dumbbells. Our chest is in between our weights. We want to rock back into our child's pose and then shoot forward. Coming up to our plank, we're going to add 2 knee crunches. So our knees come to the outside of our elbow. If you're not quite ready for the oblique crunch, just practice those rock backs. So press your butt back and then come up to a nice plank position and repeat.
That's halfway.
Okay, as we squat, we're going to come into our hammer curl. And then from there, we are going to lower our weight as we step back into a reverse lunge, keeping all of the weight in that front foot.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Single side weighted toe tap from lying supine for 15 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna go into our single side toe tap. So coming to our back, we're going to use one weight. So we want our palm facing down. We're just going to lift one leg as our chest comes up nice and high, and then try to make contact with your weight to the top of your foot. You can bend your opposite knee, and then for a modified version, you'll just drop that weight and do the same movement.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Reverse lunge with fly for 15 seconds.
Grab both dumbbells. We're going to come into our reverse lunge. So step back, chest is high again. Weight is in that front foot. So as we come back, we're going to hinge forward, come into 2 flies, hinge back up, press up, and repeat.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Low hold alternating upright rows for 15 seconds.
All right, so we're gonna do our alternating upright rows from a low hold position. You can drop your butt even lower if you'd like. I'm in a sumo position. I wanna make sure that my palms are facing backwards.
1 minute.
And then from there, I'm just going to lift each weight up so that it's just underneath my chin, one at a time. Make sure the weight is in your heel. Come up for breaks as you need.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Weighted deadlift to squat for 15 seconds.
Okay, come into a wider stance. We're going to make sure that we're hinging forward, keeping that nice line in the spine. I'm going to slide my dumbbells down my legs, hinge forward, hinge back up, and then bring my dumbbells in between my legs, coming in for a weighted squat.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Lying single leg extension dumbbell slide under leg for 15 seconds.
Grab one weight, come onto your back. I'm going to bend one knee, extend the opposite leg, and then I just want to slide my weight up the underside of my leg so it's coming to my heel, and then slide it down. 30 seconds on one side.
That's halfway.
Yeah, this automatic freeze in full effect. Ready, Ron? I'm ready. You ready, Biff? I'm ready, Slick. Are you? Oh yeah, break it down. Girl, I must want you.
3, 2, 1. Sit up with hammer curl to overhead press for 15 seconds.
This girl, it 'cause we're running out of
Plant your weights by your side. We're going to come into our sit-up. As we come up, we're going to grab the weights. We're going in for our hammer curl. And then from there, our palms face forward, come into an overhead press. Bring your weights down and lower.
when love's not together from the heart. Check it out. It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Mr. Kisser.
That's halfway.
Never trust a big one to smile. That girl is. If I were you, I'd take precaution. Oh, I start to meet a flying girl. You know, 'cause in some
3, 2, 1. Break for 40 seconds.
All right, halfway there. I'm feeling nice and warm. I hope you are too. Go get a drink, wipe off, and I'll see you in 30 seconds.
out of your mind, steal your heart, then you're blind. Beware, she's scheming. She'll make you think you're dreaming. You fall in love and you be screaming, demon. Poison, deadly moving and slow. Looking for a mellow fella like the Vogue. Getting paid late, so better lay low. Scheming on hops, money in the whole show. That local hoe should be cut like an afro. So what you saying, huh? She's a winner to you, but I know she's a loser.
3,
How do you know
2,
me and the crew used
1.
to do it?
Push up down dog alternating hip openers with supine reach for 15
Okay,
seconds.
this one has a lot of parts to it, so do parts that you can, and you can leave out some if you'd like. So I'm going into my push-up, regular or a modified. From my push-up, I'm coming into a down dog. I'm going to go into a down dog split, then opening up my hips as I bend my knee. And then if you're ready for it, you can drop that foot of the bent knee to the ground behind you, come up for an overhead reach. And you can see for modified, I'm just dropping my knees in my push-up and then coming to my toes, pushing back into a down dog, and then repeating that.
Fellas, the highs and the lows, keeping one eye open, still clocking a hole. There was no particular girl stood out from the rest. Poison ass.
That's halfway.
Michael Business here, and I'm running the show. Bell, Bib, DeVoe. Now you know. Yo, Slick, blow. It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss, I guess I never.
3, 2, 1. Superman switch for 15 seconds.
Okay, let's engage our entire posterior chain in this one. So we're coming into our Superman. Chest is lifted off of the ground, so are our quadriceps. And then we're just going to pull our arms in opposite directions. So as one arm extends out front, the other one comes back. We want to make sure we're squeezing our glutes the entire time. And then if that's too much right now, you've seen modified, you're just going to lower your feet to the ground, and then hands behind head will come up, chest only.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Feet crossed, high side plank, hip dig to inward rotation for 15 seconds.
All right, I love this one. It is great for sculpting the obliques. So we're coming into our nice high side plank. We can have our feet twisted. That just gives us a little bit more stability. Hand behind head. We're going to drop that hip to the ground nice and slow. Try to make contact. And then as you pull your hips up, we're going to twist inward. For a modification in this one, you would just drop that bottom knee. So bend your bottom knee and then continue the exact same movements.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Forearm hip twist with opposite knee drive for 15 seconds.
Okay, in case that last one wasn't enough, here's another oblique burner. So we're coming onto our forearms for a forearm plank. We're going into our hip dips again. So if I'm twisting to my left, my right knee comes up to my right elbow, and we'll just alternate sides. And as you can see, for a modified version, we are just leaving out that knee crunch.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Push up with leg extension to a double knee drop for 15 seconds.
Okay, this one's a little bit more challenging. So from high plank, I'm going to crunch one knee in, extend my leg across my body, planting my foot, coming in for a push up
for 1 minute.
And then once I press up, I come back to plank. So bring that knee in. We'll do a double knee drop and then repeat on the other side. For modified, we are just going to leave out that leg extension. So we'll go into a modified push-up and then a double knee drop.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Side lunge drop inward knee tap for 15 seconds.
This move's great for some hip mobility. So we're going to sink down into our side lunge. And then we'll drop our butt to the ground. Once our butt is planted onto the ground, then we'll turn in the knee of the bent leg, open it up, pressing up through the inside of our foot. We're going to come back to standing and then repeat that on the other side. That's a lot, so if you want a modified version, just go into your side lunges.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Talk back to alternating forward kick throughs for 15 seconds.
Okay, from high plank, we're going to come into our rock back, so kind of into that child's pose position. And then with an explosive movement, we're going to hop off of one foot, extend the opposite leg forward through our body, and then as our leg extends, we pull the opposite elbow back. If that's too much right now, we'll just go from a plank to a rock back.
That's halfway.
Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a
3, 2,
can make
1.
a heart of
Reverse lunge sumo Cossack squat for 15 seconds.
Okay, here's another good one for hip mobility. So we're coming back into a reverse lunge. From there, we're going to turn our knee outward into sumo and then sink into our Cossack lunge, back to sumo, turn that knee in for our reverse lunge again, and then come up to standing. My modified version of this is just simplifying the movement from a reverse lunge to sumo, back to reverse lunge, and up.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Bottoms of feet together squats for 15 seconds.
Here's a little variation on our squat. So we're going to place the bottom of our feet together as best as we can. If you have ankle issues, don't worry about that. We'll just come into our regular squat.
1.
From there, we're going to make sure knees come out wide. We're hinging forward, and we're slowly lowering our butt to the ground, pressing up nice and slow, keeping a slight bend in your knee when you come to top position.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Single leg squat to pistol squat for 15 seconds.
Okay, I'm going to reach for my ankle, coming into a single leg squat. So I want to bring my knee as close as I can to the ground.
3,
and then from
2,
there, I am going
1.
to extend
Let's
that
work for
leg.
1 minute.
If you can, we'll go in for a pistol squat. So once your leg's extended, drop your butt down. We're really burning that standing leg. For a modified version, we'll leave out the pistol squat. So we'll just try our single leg squat, bending as far as your body will allow. And if that's too much right now, drop both feet and come into your regular squats.
That's for 40 seconds.
Amazing work, you guys. That was not easy, but it was so worth it. So get some water, wipe off. We'll stretch for about 4 minutes, and then you're out of here.
3, 2, 1. Prone press up backstroke for 1 minute.
I want to make a diamond shape with my hands. I'm lying on my belly. I'm going to press up. And then once my chest is high, I'm just going to swoop my arm back so I touch my hamstring, lower, and then repeat on the other side.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Kneeling lunge overhead side reach for 1 minute.
All right, from a kneeling position, we are just going to reach to one direction, looking to our hand, getting that nice stretch throughout our side. We'll do 30 seconds on one side.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Wide leg hang for 1 minute.
From a wide stance, we're going to clasp our hands behind our back, hinge forward, and then let our arms hang. We should feel that nice stretch throughout our shoulders and the back of our legs.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Figure 4 for 1 minute.
And finally, the figure 4 stretch. So from sitting, I'm going to bend one knee, bring it across the other leg. I want to push that knee out with my elbow, twist to the opposite direction, and look behind me, feeling that stretch throughout my back and the back of my leg.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. We did it. Awesome work today.
You really did do an awesome job. You're here, you made it to the end. That wasn't an easy one, but you persevered. So great work. Don't forget to subscribe to stay in the loop, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much.